Hi, hello everyone. Myself Priyanka Pise, lecturer in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, Jain Polytechnic, Belgavi. The video is mainly based on basic electrical and electronics engineering. In that unit 4, it is electric motor drives. So we'll see the contents which will be covered in this video are DC motors, AC motors, FHP motors, application of single phase and three phase motors, and last point is advantages of three phase over single phase motors. So we'll moving to the first concept. It is DC motor. You might have heard the word motor. Motor is a machine which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. So the best example for the motor is the ceiling fan, which will be used in household applications. So how does this motor work? By giving electrical energy, how that will be converted into mechanical energy or rotational energy. So I will take two magnets here, N pole and S pole of two poles of two magnets, and there will be a magnetic field around these magnets. So it will be the direction is from north pole to the south pole. Then what I will do, I will take a coil and keep it in this magnetic field. It is a current carrying conductor or a coil, it is said to be. So whenever current carrying conductor is kept in the magnetic field, the conductor experiences a mechanical force. Based on this principle, the motor will be working. So there is one example shown here. This is a type of DC motor. So there are number of types in DC motors. We'll go through it once. So the types of DC motors, there are mainly two types in the DC motors, that is separately excited DC motors and self excited DC motors. In self excited, these are again classified into three types. Those are series motor, shunt motor, and compound motor. Again, compound motor is subdivided into two types: long shunt DC motors and short shunt DC motors. Now we'll see the diagram and the applications of all the motors one by one. So in that, first one is a series motor. So in series motor or any type of DC motors, it is having two windings, that is armature winding and field winding. So based on the connection of these two windings, the motors are subdivided into three types. Those are series motor, shunt motor, and compound motor. So we'll see first one, it is series motor. In the series motor, the name itself indicates that these two windings are connected in series. So this is our armature. These are the two brushes of those armature, and it is a field coil. So it is connected in series with the armature. Armature is having resistance of Ra ohm and field is having resistance of Rs ohm. So how much current is flowing through this armature is same as the current which is flowing through this RSC. It is nothing but IA is equal to ISE in case of series motors. So where do we use these series motors? Yes, those are used in many of the applications, like it might be traction, crane, lift, rolling mills, etc. So next one is a shunt motor. Shunt motor is nothing but parallel. It means the armature is connected in parallel with the field. So it is having resistance of RSH and it is having resistance of RA. Where do we use these type of motors? These are used in case of lathe machines, compressors, grinders, or drilling machines. So the next one is compound motor. In compound motor, it is the combination of series and shunt motors. So in compound type of motors, both the windings will be present. So in case of short shunt, these are two types: short shunt DC motors and long shunt DC motors. So how does this short shunt DC motor is connected and how does this long shunt DC motor is connected? We'll see it now one by one. So in case of short shunt DC motors, the armature is connected in parallel with the shunt field. The combination is connected in series with the series field winding. So it is called short shunt DC compound motor. And in case of long shunt compound motors, the armature is connected in series with the series field, and that will be connected in parallel with the armature. So whatever the current which is flowing through this armature is equal to the current flowing through this series field winding. So where do we use these compound type of motors? There are number of applications of compound motors. It might be rolling mills, mixers, and etc. So next point is a AC motor. So the name itself indicates that AC motors, it is nothing but the input whatever is given to the motor is a AC supply, and the output will be rotating magnetic field, or it is a mechanical energy. So this is one type of AC motors. So there are number of types in AC motors. Mainly there are two types: synchronous motors and induction motors. In case of induction motor, these are again subdivided into two types based on the single phase supply. So it is single phase induction motor and three phase induction motor. These single phase induction motor and three phase induction motors are again subdivided into number of types. Those are, in single phase induction motor we are having four types. Those are split phase induction motor, capacitor start induction motor, capacitor run induction motor, and shaded pole induction motor. These single phase motors are not self starting motors, so we have to start it by using external equipment or external circuit. So based on those there are four types. So where do we use this split phase induction motor? What are the applications of those split phase induction motor? Are nothing but fans, washing machines, air conditioner fans, and grinders. So next one is capacitor start induction motor. These are being used in refrigerators, AC compressors, conveyors, and machine tools. So the next one is capacitor start, capacitor run induction motor. These are being used in pumping equipments, refrigeration, and air compressors. So next one is a shaded pole induction motor. These are being used in exhaust fans, hair dryers, and table fans. Now coming to the three phase induction motors, there are mainly two types. Based on the construction of rotor, these are classified into two types. Those are squirrel cage type of induction motor and slip ring induction motor. So as I've told that the construction of rotor will be different and the construction of the stator of these two motors will be same. So where do we use these squirrel type of induction motors? These are being used in industrial applications and centrifugal pumps. So where do we use these slip ring type of induction motor? This is mainly used for high starting torque, which can help in speed control for lifts. It might be railways or traction or elevators. So these are the some of the applications of AC three phase induction motors. So we'll move to the next concept. It is FHP motors. So what is the meaning of this FHP? FHP is nothing but fractional horsepower motors. It is a electric motor. It is smaller in size because the output voltage, output power, whatever it will be delivering, it is in terms of 746.9 watts or less than that. So the output power which is being produced by this motor is very less. So these are being used in coffee machines. They provide suction in vacuum cleaners, it might be washing machines. These are being used in drive pumps and compressors in refrigerators. So these are the some of the examples of these FHP type of motors. So we'll move to the next concept. It is the last concept in this video, that is advantages of three phase motors over single phase motors. So what are the advantages of three phase motors? Why do we go for three phase motor instead of using single phase motors? So three phase motor requires less copper, so the cost will be reduced and the size will be reduced, and it allows two voltage levels, that is VL, which is nothing but line voltage, and VPH, it is nothing but phase voltage, and it keeps a smooth shaft torque on the motor. So these were the some of the examples of advantages of three phase motors over single phase motors. So I hope you have understood all the concepts. Thank you for watching the video. I'll next video I'll come up with some new topics. Thank you.